What we're going to do now is we'll return to the ground where we left off on our walk, which puts us immediately outside Greenhill Cornwall Fourgraves Commission Cemetery. This is one of my particularly favourite spots on the whole of the Gallipoli Peninsula, a simply stunning cemetery. In those bushes all the way around the cemetery, the remains of trenches that still exist. And this also marks the start line. You can imagine this is roughly where the yeomen were when they get their orders to go forward. It's a very impressive cemetery. For every headstone you see in there, there's another man buried without a headstone. So it's a sizable portion of these guys on the Hellers Memorial. Greenhill Cemetery, dominated by that wonderful stone of remembrance at the back there. Just to walk amongst the rows of these guys, row upon row, and just look down at them and hear about their stories. Again, we've got 10, 12, 15 perhaps fascinating stories of guys that are buried in here. Colonel Shepherd of the Herts Yeomanry, who we've already mentioned, he's buried in here away to the right of the ground. We managed to get his headstone changed a few years ago because the spelling on it was incorrect. As we were only got an hour, what we decided to do here is by telling the story of one again, we tell them all. And in this case, we're going to focus in on this chap, which is Lieutenant Niven of the Berkshire Yeomanry. And I'm sure many of you will recognise that name straight away. But it's important that we mention the Berkshire Yeomanry because they do play such a key role in the events of the 21st of August. The photograph that's just coming into view there, isn't that a marvellous shot? Look at that father and son. That's Lieutenant W. Niven, and on his back there is his son, David Niven, the actor. Now, Niven was greatly affected by his father's loss, and I've got quite a moving reading that I'm going to just read to you now about how he finds out that his dad had died.